Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And when my friend Jim was diagnosed with a serious health condition, his doctor told him that he needed to change his diet by cooking everything from scratch. He must refrain from eating fast and processed food. He must also stop eating out at restaurants, because he needs to know exactly what he puts into his body. Jim would be the first one to admit that he loves junk food. Jim had his first heart attack when he was 53 years old. His doctor told him that he needed to change his diet, but Jim really did not do it wholeheartedly. And 3 years later, Jim suffered another heart attack. At this point, he truly realized that he is in trouble and he needs to make a change in his diet. And when I met Jim and his wife Kathy about 2 years ago, they were looking for a solution so that they can cook all the meals themselves. However, they both have busy careers and they really don't have time to cook. And after they adopted my fast cooking system, things has changed significantly for them. First of all, both of them now enjoy cooking, which is something that they did not do much before. They now cook every evening and they usually cook together. They cook all their meals with fresh ingredients and they truly enjoy what they cook. Most of their meals are composed of a lot of vegetables. However, they describe themselves as omnivore because they really eat anything. They have a very diverse diet. They eat all different kinds of vegetables as well as meat. The meal is interesting, always made up of different dishes of different cooking styles. Jim told me that they never tire of cooking. In fact, they're looking forward to it every evening. One of the most important aspects of their cooking right now is that it is not labor intensive and they do not consider it as a chore. It never takes more than 30 minutes for them to cook a meal from the time they walk into the kitchen and to the time when dinner is served on the table. When I asked Jim and Kathy what is the most important driving force that keeps them cooking, they both told me without any question that is advanced prepping. They explained to me that advanced prepping makes cooking efficient as well as fun. Another important factor in advanced prepping, they said, is psychological. Anytime when they are out and tempted to just go to a restaurant, eat fast food. But with advanced prepping, they realize that they have food ingredients already ready to cook to create a much better meal. Cooking such a meal will take them about the same amount of time as they were eating fast food. Furthermore, this might be a minor aspect, but for Jim, he felt that if he have all the food already prepped, he hate to see the effort that he put into go to waste. Between them, they told me that Jim is the person who is responsible for the advanced prepping. Jim told me that he always loved to get things organized. So for him to get all the preps organized is a wonderful opportunity for him to know about his food. He always keeps track of what they have, so they hardly waste any food at all. Kathy also loves advanced prepping. She is an artist, so for her the prep is like paint on a paint palette. Every night she can choose different ingredients to create what she calls her masterpiece. For Jim and Kathy, if advanced prepping is the driving force for home cooking, then stir-frying is the engine. They have never done stir-frying before because they consider stir-frying is a very specialized cooking technique. They always come under the impression that you can only do stir-frying in a commercialized kitchen, where the stove produces immense heat, as well create a lot of oil film and smoke during the process. And now they realize that stir-frying is no different from a traditional cooking process which they are familiar with, is frying foods in a pan. Except in this case, you cook the food in the wok and you can stir them. They discovered that it is this frying process in the wok with constant stirring, and as well as with advanced prepping. That's what makes stir frying is such an efficient cooking method. Furthermore, with different meat and vegetables that are already prepped in advance, they have many options to choose from in creating their dishes. Because of the speed of stir frying, in most of the evening, they usually cook 2 to 3 different dishes in 30 minutes. This not only makes the meal interesting, but also rich in nutrition. Before Jim and Kathy embarked on this cooking process, Kathy used to cook occasionally, most of the time on the weekends. Kathy disliked cooking, particularly the need to follow recipes. She found it not only tedious, but most of the time the result never quite matched the descriptions of the recipes. Every time when she wants to try a new recipe, it is a major undertaking. So consequently, she has a small repertoire of 5 to 6 different dishes that she cooks most of the time. This still requires a lot of effort on her part, and most of the time she finds that her cooking to be boring. Both Kathy and Jim love to cook now, even though Jim really did not do much cooking in the past. Right now when they cook, instead of cooking according to recipes, they use a method with one known as a template-based cooking. They told me that they took dishes they enjoy and cook frequently and reduced them into a set of basic guidelines and in the form of a template. They use the template as the foundation of all their dishes. They then make modifications to the template based on what they have available on hand, as well as on what they feel like to have that evening. Consequently, they find their cooking both interesting, exciting, as well as delicious. Jim and Kathy told me that the last reason that they find now their home cooking is much better than whatever other form of cooking that they have had in the past. Because now they can cook food that they truly love and enjoy. They told me that because of advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking, it provides them with constant opportunities to improve the flavor of their dish. Partly because now they have a lot of ingredients to pick from. And with stir frying, they can cook their dishes rapidly, so they are more willing to experiment. With template-based cooking, they have a pretty good idea how the dish will turn out. Therefore, the likelihood of failure is much smaller. As they gain greater confidence as well as competence in the kitchen, they are much more willing to test and try out the different type of flavor. They will create new flavors that they enjoy by using a fusion approach in combining flavors from different cuisines. Therefore, now they create a unique set of dishes that only they could cook in their kitchen. And Kathy and Jim told me that now they themselves are their own very best cooks. Because they know the type of flavor that they love and enjoy, and they constantly work toward that goal. It is a process, they call it flavor chasing. And now they told me that there is no reason for them to eat out. Their food definitely tastes better and also costs less. In fact, it takes less time for them to cook and eat at home than eating out. They told me that the only thing they actually miss is the social aspect of eating out with friends. They solved this problem by inviting their friends to come to eat with them at home. With their new skills in cooking diverse and interesting meals, their friends eagerly accept their invitations. What I described in this video is an example of the applications of my fast cooking system. With the word fast stand for flavor chasing, advanced prepping, stir frying, and template-based cooking. I post a video each day to help people to learn as well as to adopt my fast cooking system. If you are interested in the cooking system, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow.